Hey guys, it's Jessica here, and for today's video, I tried to put Morena style makeup. Well, actually, Mr. Sandman, bring me. Also, while putting on this makeup, I will be talking about the Filipino beauty standards in my experience, and also about the colorism in the Philippines. Those topics really interest me. That is the reason why I will talk about it, so I hope you guys are curious about it too. And without further ado, let's just get started with the makeup slash chit chat time. Alright, so just for this makeup, I bought this from Maybelline, and guess what? This was the darkest shade of concealer or foundation that I was able to find at Olive, which is a very common drugstore here in Korea. But honestly, it's not that dark though. It was labeled as a contouring shade. As you can see, it's not that dark, you know, it's like not much difference with my actual skin color. But this was the darkest shade I was able to find, so I'm going to use this as a foundation. Well, actually, I take that back. It's actually quite dark. Wow. Wow. It's cause my hand skin tone and my face and neck skin tone are different. I have darker body. Wow. Oh, it looks quite natural once blended in. I want to start talking about the term Morena in the Philippines. Morena in the Philippines refers to female or women with a tanned or dark skin tone. And I know that really well because when I was much younger, since I've lived in the Philippines for really long, I had a very dark skin, like incomparable to how I look now. So many people would say,
Morena naman, in Korean na to.
An opposing term of Morena would be Mestiza, which means like it's like half Spanish, or any woman that has a Spanish lineage, or European. Historically in the past in the Philippines, oh my god, wow. Many people would say, you know, Mestiza is more beautiful than Morena, and that's probably because of colorism. However, now the beauty trends in the Philippines are slowly changing, also globally, you know, and I'm really happy about that. So it's not dark enough for me, so I'm going to use contouring shade over here. Just like use it like a powder, I would say. When you commonly say, hey, what is the Filipino beauty standards? And many people would say like, oh, having fair skin and having like a Western looking eyes and having a tall nose and etc. So the idea of having a fair skin looking more beautiful, I think also we have to trace back to the history of the Philippines, where the Philippines was colonized by Spain for years, for hundreds of years. That mindset of looking beautiful when you have fair skin, I think, comes from classism. The actual Filipinos were normally working class Filipinos, and mestizos or Spanish would be in a higher social rank. When you're rich, it's something that is admirable. So there goes the creation of colorism. It's quite similar in Korea actually, you know. Before, those people who are in the working class, they were working in the fields and stuff, so they were exposed to the sun a lot more often than those who normally stay indoors. So they had darker skin, and those people who were staying indoors, who didn't work so much, who didn't do much labor, they had fair skin, so wow, that's beautiful and all that. And it still exists today, especially among the senior citizens in Korea. Like my grandma would also say, oh, you know what, you should take care of your skin not to get dark. That's something I cannot change, of course, because it's a kind of deeply rooted consciousness for years and years. But I do think that that's something that's going to change very soon. Our generation, they are changing things so quickly, which I think is a very positive influence to our society. I think the challenge for people in our generations would be broadening the range of what a beauty standard is. Making that kind of standards in the first place can be quite toxic because there's a standard made by the society and you just have to follow it so you are above the standard or you fit the standard. Moving on to blush, I'm going to use this like mauvey pink shade. it's really hard to take away the idea of making a certain standard, because obviously humans has the instinct for aesthetics. You know, like a 5-year-old kid can tell what is beautiful and what is ugly. The role of the society would be allowing that kid to acknowledge all the kinds of beauty that's out there, giving him or her the ability to see the beauty in everything, so that I guess the world would be a better place to live in for any people. Now I'm moving on to brows using my favorite, wow, beauty YouTuber, Kill Brow pencil. I'm also going to do that Kilai is life. Beauty standard is not just about something black and white, you know. This can be beautiful, that can be beautiful. I would say, but I actually don't really like to talk about like standards and just really limiting a certain definition, because that's basically like creating a divide. I don't want to create a divide in any way, but of course that's a challenge as a human myself, because humans still like to divide stuff. Anyways, in this palette, this one. Oh, it's so red. Now I'm going to use these two. In the Philippines, there are so many whitening products. Like, you just go to a beauty corner in the supermarket, it's like everything's about whitening. Like whitening. Next, I'm going to use this pearl. It's a very gorgeous shadow palette, and I'm going to use this one more. Yeah, I'm creating a more warm makeup look right now. And I'm going to use this dark shade for more depth. I usually don't wear makeup, eyeliner, cause like, whoa! You can tell I don't wear eyeliner. Ah! I look so weird with eyeliner, don't you think? Okay, so now I'm going to repeat the same process on my other side and come back. Curling my lashes first. Oh my god, the shadow got on my pants. Now my leggings. I bought a bunch of leggings, guys, because I started going to the gym for my health, because I'm so weak. This lash curler is the bomb. It's so good. It curls my lashes so well. Oh, going back to colorism, I also want to talk about like how some Filipinos can discriminate their fellow Filipinos for having a dark skin. Like that, honestly, a reason for that is just lack of awareness. How do you fix that? That is the question. I know in Korea as well there is that tendency, especially when you're younger. I also got teased for having a dark skin, you know, when I went back to Korea from the Philippines when I was younger, and I had this skin color, and many of my classmates were like, "Oh, you're so dark." Now I'm going to wear this fixer. At the same time though, I think there is a limit when people try to change other people's awareness that colorism should be gone. Sometimes it's in the media's control. It's okay to just want to have more fair skin because you think it looks better on you. Like, that's totally fine. But to create or doing something to create that stereotype that fair skin is better and dark skin is not should be gone. So that people with any skin tone, they would be happy with their own skin. And, you know, self-love is very important. Mascara. My favorite part, highlighter. It's my favorite highlighter from Innisfree. Oh, that was a lot. I'm going to put 2 shades of lipstick. One, I got it from the Philippines. One, I got it from Korea. It's from... yeah, it's the perfect base lip color. I'll show you. And it will look good on any skin tone. That's the point of this. And then this one I got from Watson's Philippines. It's almost 1 year, or it's more than 1 year old, so I don't know if it's still okay, but it's from Maybelline. It's the type of lippy that dries up once you apply it. And this color I think is also perfect on any skin tone. I really like the shades that a lot of Filipino beauty brands create. Like it's all my type of colors. So yeah, I think I'm done with my makeup. Alright guys, so this is the finished Morena style makeup look. What do you think? I really love how it looks. And lastly, I wanted to say that makeup is something really personal, I think. You know, it's not like you have to put makeup to be prettier, or you have to put this kind of makeup to be prettier, you know. There's no such rules. Whatever you want to do with your face, just do it. And today I wanted to do this with my face, so I did it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.